Welcome to Factz Revealerz. Today on Factz Revealerz we crack open the life of Devin "Airbender" Williams. The Florissant kid who reverse-engineered baseball physics, swept every rookie award in sight, broke his own hand on a clubhouse wall, and still landed in Yankee pinstripes with a change-up hitters swear is haunted. Hit subscribe, strap in, because the truth behind that 30-inch warp and the ghost-level privacy protecting his millions is wilder than any myth you've heard. Devin Taron Williams was born on September 21, 1994, in the North County St. Louis suburb of Florissant, Missouri. His fastball first caught local coaches' attention at Hazelwood West High, where he doubled as a middle-of-the-order hitter and a weekend ace who could already touch the mid-90s. By senior year he owned both the mound and the box score, finishing with a sub-1.00 ERA and a batting average flirting with .400. Major conference scouts filed glowing reports, but Williams originally planned to honor his commitment to the University of Missouri until the Milwaukee Brewers grabbed him 54th overall in the 2013 draft and sweetened the decision with a $1.35 million signing bonus. The college textbooks were put on indefinite hold. Pro ball became the classroom. Life in the Brewers system was hardly linear. Williams spent 2013 through 2016 riding buses across the Midwest League, showing a live arm yet battling typical teenage command hiccups. In 2017, just as his velocity ticked up, his ulnar collateral ligament gave out. Tommy John surgery wiped out an entire season and a half, forcing him into the lonely grind of rehab. He emerged from that crucible with 3 noticeable additions: an extra tick of fastball ride, a swagger rooted in survived adversity, and most crucially, a freakishly engineered changeup. That pitch, eventually christened the Airbender for the way it warps physics, would define his next chapter. Williams reached the majors in late August 2019, flashing strikeout stuff in brief stints but still learning how to sequence hitters. The pandemic-abbreviated 2020 season was his coming-out party. Over 27 innings he allowed a single earned run while punching out 53 hitters, a video game level 17.7 K/9. Writers handed him an unprecedented double crown, National League Rookie of the Year and Reliever of the Year, unanimously. Stardom, however, met its first self-inflicted detour in September 2021 when, celebrating a division-clinching win, he punched a clubhouse wall and broke his throwing hand. Milwaukee limped into October without its setup weapon and exited early. To his credit, Williams owned the mistake publicly and doubled down on maturity. By 2022, the Brewers had traded closer Josh Hader, and Williams inherited the 9th inning without blinking. He piled up strikeouts at a historic rate, turned all-star in consecutive seasons, and converted 87% of his save chances through 2023 while keeping his ERA south of 2.00. Front office spreadsheets, though, warned that arbitration paydays were looming. In December 2024, Milwaukee flipped him to the New York Yankees for left-hander Nestor Cortes and a pitching prospect, a classic small-market cash-out. The Bronx brass immediately locked Williams into an $8.6 million deal for 2025 with a club option worth $10.5 million for 2026, ensuring that the most dynamic changeup in baseball would finish the back end of Yankee games in a stadium built for nasty relievers. If the on-field dossier is rich, the off-field file is borderline blank by modern pro athlete standards. Williams keeps his Instagram mostly to bullpen clips, Mother's Day shoutouts, and the occasional teammates prank. Reporters have never confirmed a public relationship, marriage, or children, and Missouri, Wisconsin, and New York court databases show no marriage licenses or paternity filings under his name. Friends say he is deliberately low profile, the type who exits the clubhouse in a nondescript hoodie, hops into an understated Audi sedan, and drives straight to whichever rented apartment the season requires. Zillow crawls and county deed searches likewise turn up nothing splashy, no Scottsdale mansion, no Manhattan penthouse, suggesting he either lives modestly or hides ownership inside LLCs that shield his identity. Devin Williams keeps most of his off-field life under wraps, but one person who occasionally slips past that privacy wall is his longtime girlfriend, Maggie Badock. Sportskeeda and other baseball lifestyle outlets identify her as the woman who stood beside the reliever since at least 2015, with the first Instagram posts of the couple appearing in late 2016. Badock is a University of Missouri alumna, class of 2018, who still sprinkles black and gold Mizzou references into her feed. That collegiate overlap with Williams' one-time college commitment is the likeliest origin story for their relationship, though neither has spelled it out publicly. Financially, he's comfortable rather than mega-rich. Start with the $1.35 million bonus, add roughly $4.25 million in pre-arb salaries, 2019 to 23, the $7.25 million arbitration bump in 2024, and this year's $8.6 million deal. After lopping off around 45% for federal, state, and so-called jock tax obligations, plus agent fees, you land in the neighborhood of $6 million in net career earnings. A modest Nike equipment stipend and a Rawlings glove contract sprinkle in six-figure endorsement money. For a 30-year-old elite reliever, that's solid but not generational wealth. One more good contract extension would change the math entirely. Charitable efforts rarely make headlines, yet local Missouri youth baseball leagues quietly confirm he funds equipment drives and pitching clinics back home. He prefers those gestures un-Instagrammed, the antithesis of #philanthropy. Journalists sometimes press him on privacy, and his stock answer is simple: everything I want people to know, I already show them on the mound. In an era where many athletes blur the line between sport and influencer branding, Williams is content to let a 30-inch horizontal breaking changeup be his signature post. Looking ahead, the intrigue lies less in whether the Airbender continues to miss bats. It almost certainly will, and more in how the financial and psychological calculus of the closer role evolves in New York's fishbowl. Will the Yankees coax him into a multi-year extension that turns that estimated $6 million net worth into something tenfold? Will a spotlight-heavy market finally lure him into the endorsements, magazine covers, and lifestyle reveals he's avoided? Or will he remain the stealth star, a case study in 21st century boundary setting? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this look at Devin Williams, tap like, hit subscribe, and tell me in the comments who we should cover next. See you in the next reveal.